Hey folks, how you doing? So as you see, got two folders for you. Probably last original flippers, small and large. These are both large for a while because hopefully in a day or two I have blades coming back from heat treat, and those are the Makos and front flippers, and I will be doing a lot of those. Then probably sometime soon I should get more parts. I'm planning to bring the EDC back, revised, so it's gonna be the EDC 2.0. You know, the small little, here's I actually was resharpening my landlord's EDC, these guys, but a little revised and I think a little nicer than the original version. So people that are, you know, like the small knives, they will be probably excited about that. But here's the two large flippers that I did in the last couple days, and I'm really happy. Already thought people that are subscribed to Gearbashan, they might have seen it pop up if they were quick enough to, you know, click the link even before it was gone. Luckily, I mean, I can't complain, but they do sell quick. So, you know, again, the best way is to subscribe to it, and you know, you get the email notification, and keep up also with the Instagram. I do post kind of like a heads up. I post it because it's really quick Instagram, so instead of, you know, if I do the video, it takes, sometimes the video is, you know, by the time it uploads is actually even hours after the knife was sold. And these do sell quick. I mean, I'm happy. I work my best, you know, my hardest to make them as good as they are, and people appreciate them, people want them, so I cannot complain, you know. Just a heads up, you know, it's the only way to how to kind of get the upper hand on getting one. Subscribe, follow that Instagram, you know, you have the best chances. And you know, if you're not interested in all those emails when I list all the other stuff, just unsubscribe from the list, mailing list. That's all it takes, you know. Because actually don't send me the emails or stop to the email that says do not reply. You know, it's automated email from Gearbashan server. It doesn't really work. Kylie always laughs about it. So, you know, I understand that it can be annoying, but all it takes is, you know, click that button, unsubscribe if you're not interested. If you already got what you were looking for, you're just not interested in it, you can just unsubscribe. Just like on YouTube, if you're not interested in somebody's videos, just unsubscribe. So here's the, you remember I did a pocket clip on Gavko, and I really like how it was looking. So, and I plan to do this, and let me tell you, it's not fun on manual mill. It's only about, I think each of them is a 2-degree turn. So imagine I have to turn to do this one handle, and you have two of them. 360 divided by 2, 180 times. So 180 times you have to turn it, and each time you have to do the pass. So you turn, make them, you know, slide the table all the way across the handle, you know. You know, when you hear it's a small little motion, but when you hear it's a long motion. So you do the whole motion, turn again, motion, turn again, motion, turn again. So 180 times to do one scale. It was not fun. It was one of the most, I mean, you know, it's a silly bit for work, but it's really not fun to do. But I was really happy with the outcome. I really like that kind of sun pattern. I'm pretty certain that I will do it again sometimes because I just like it. It's just that really cool, you know, that you have the epicenter in the pivot, sorry, brain fart. You have the epicenter in the pivot, and you have all those little lines going there. You know, they get nice wider and wider towards the end. And of course, I know a lot of people said it, and not a lot, a couple of people brought it up in Instagram that they would like to see this in the two-tone. And yeah, of course, that was the first thing. It's the most obvious thing you think of, but I don't know, I like that grayscale a lot lately. I know, you know, here's the reality. You're gonna have people that will go crazy about colorful stuff. They will go crazy about blues, crazy about greens. And I like colors too. But the reality is the vast majority of people will like the grayscale, you know, gray or bronze more than colors. So, you know, it's kind of like a lefty-righty knife. You know, yes, you have 10% of people that are left-handed, but you have 90% of people that are right-handed. So what you're gonna do as a knives? Right-handed mostly, you know? It's like kind of just like most of the things you're gonna do what most of the people will like. when it comes to silly things like colors, you know, like it's not really compromising of anything, it's just color, doesn't really mean anything. So I just wanted to do the stone wash, and just kind of like bronze the dark gray color, and I like it a lot. And I'm pretty sure that if I do it next time, I will try to do the two-tone and see how it looks. It was just too obvious. I think it was just too obvious thing to do, and I'm not even sure if it would show up nicely, because this is such a fine pattern. You know, the lines here around the pivot are so fine. It would maybe even broke it if I were to try to sand this. Well, the only way is to try it, so next time sometimes. And it has kind of like a matching clip that also has the epicenter here, down here, and it kind of goes there, just kind of nicely matching the whole theme. It goes from here there, same with the pocket clip, goes from the bottom up. Nicely centered. Slightly reinforced tip. This one was actually interesting. I think, I don't know how to show it actually. Some lights you can see it. This one was just nice fine satin, you know, just like satin here. Nice clean satin, and then stone wash without the blast. Very long stone wash. So it actually is really nice, very shiny stone wash. But you can still see the hints of a grind lines, and I actually kind of like it. Not sure it's... You would have to see it in person to tell me if it's something you guys would like. I think it's cool. It's still gonna be very rust resistant actually. Definitely a lot more than stone wash that starts with the sandblast. And it has a cool look. It reminds me of a Hinderer, but Hinderer they have it by machine, so there are no grind lines whatsoever. But they have this kind of stone wash, but without the grind lines underneath it whatsoever. But I mean, the grind lines are just visual. You don't actually feel them. But I like them. Nice and tall switch. Cannot talk today. Kind of like orange peel, blackened pivot. I think it's a pretty cool knife. Super smooth. One of the smoothest ones I ever did. Let me move this out of the way so it doesn't close on it. It just like completely closes by its own weight almost. Very, very, very smooth. And the next one today was this. I started it yesterday. You've seen this before. It's a black Timascus that is done differently, not just heat anodized. It's a black Timascus, heat anodized to bring the black in the zirconium, then polished of the colors from the titanium, zirc stays black, and then electronodized to that nice deep rich blue. And I really like it. The handle is just nice and clean chamfer all the way around. You have kind of matching blue titanium lock sight, matching pocket clip, and matching backspacer. The backspacer, one thing I did was I seen it on some knife somewhere and I really liked it, and that is the inside chamfer of the handle. When everything was done, I just with a very fine, like a worn out 600 grit, just touch the edges on the inside. That actually goes all the way everywhere around on the inside edge is actually that just a tiny little pop of silver. And I did that. I mean, the main reason is the backspacer, because that's where it shows the best. So you have the double chamfer on the inside of the scale and on the outside of the backspacer, and it gives you that just a nice silver lines, two of them on each side. Really like it. Backspacer is kind of like this. So you have the same chamfer on the back of the backspacer like you have on the handle. It's actually the 45 of the chamfer, and it actually just keeps going here to nice impact point. Not sharp at all, but it does create a nice impact point there. And just a cool little thing when it protrudes a little bit. Pocket clip, just kind of make it interesting with the bend a little bit, not just straight, but still nice and, you know, narrow, so it's not obtruding. And this one also super sleek and smooth. Can't believe it's not bad. It's just ridiculously smooth. Fires up quick. Good lockups on both of these. Not too early, not too late. Nice and easy disengagement. Same with this one. You see? I don't want to say percentage, but it's just not too late, not and I'm pretty happy about this. Probably just from everything about them, the way they work, the smoothness, the lug, detents, how hard it is to disengage the lug and all that, you know, the springiness of the lug bar. Probably the best ones I've done, so very happy. And I kind of learned, there's a little tricks that you learn along the way, how the little fine tuning, finally getting it down to get the consistency in them. And I mean, to be honest, I think most of it is actually in the area and thickness of the lug bar relief. I think that's the most thing. I mean, the detent, you kind of learn it, and the detent doesn't really change, it's always the same, but the way the spring presses on the detent, that's kind of crucial to it. And of course it depends on which, you know, with each knife, but I think that is the, you know, the trickiest thing about the folders really. But at the same time, I also don't think that that's what makes a knife a good knife. I still am a strong believer that this is what makes a good knife a good knife. You know, I never cared for lock strength so much. I never cared for how crazy good it flips, how smooth it is. I always cared how well it cuts, how sharp it is out of the box, and how well it cuts out of the box. So, but I mean, you know, everybody's different. People, you know, some people care more about that, some people care more about different things. That's just me. So guys, hope you enjoyed it. I hope you like my work. I certainly do. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm very happy with how it's going on so far. It's exciting to try to improve and kind of seeing that improvement also even myself. So it's a very good feeling. And it's thanks to you guys, thanks for all your support, you know, you buying my products, and I really appreciate it. So guys, thank you, take care, stay safe, and remember, don't cut yourself.